I'm Margaret Ann Windsor. That's my real name. I have to use Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers because I was kidnapped in 41 at age 2 and brought to America, to a pigsty. In this ongoing crimes, no one has been held accountable. In fact, I'm the only one in my children, my mom and dad, and the British and Germans that have continually paid for your crimes. Now then, my mom, as I say, I was flown out to Mr. Flint's because he was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia when I was doing the book. And I wrote about Larry McDonald. I said that. This is a double. They married Wallis Simpson. That was not my father. And all these things that were attributed to my father are a lie. And I want federal, as far as I know he was, and he was, agent actually Xeroxed this to me, and I'm still not seeing. And here it's just dark, I guess. I was flipping on lights. I wanted to read it to you. It was a 99-year seal put on it, and for some reason, about 15 years ago, they released it. I want you to hear the lies, and these are all lies. Not my father. He married Claudia Ruth O'Keeffe, my mom. I'm born in 39 and kidnapped in 41. Day I was born, I was Victoria II, legal heir to the British Crown. Now then, this got folded, and I'm not sure, but you get the gist. I'd like to ask why it was released. There's a 99-year seal on it, and this was released 15 years ago at least, I believe. And at that time, I looked up and I saw my father's picture on the TV. It was about the same time that he gave me this. It wasn't the imposter, it was my father. Okay, here's just a bit of what they have written, the lies. The double did all the antics, if you want to call it that were attributed to my father, like the press even wrote that he rode a tricycle and he used a flag as a diaper. But, I mean, these are become serious crimes later on when this imposter became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, and he married Wallis Simpson. My father's married to my mom. So you talk about the press, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, and if I'm scooting around here, it's the pain I'm in from all the good life that you handed me here in the United States, your war crimes. So I'm just going to go to this. Let me read this and get it over with. Let me get it away from my face here. I don't know what the light source is suddenly not working. But anyway, Wallis and her secret lover. Now, they're calling, all this is lies. This is an imposter that married her and did all this crap they had him do. Gutter language. I mean, it just really gets me what they're saying about Donald Trump. And I've got another call coming. I had something, this is important too. I've been putting it up. Okay, they're saying here, I'm just going to read you a few of the 99-year seal placed on it. And for some reason, it was released 15 years ago at least. Wallis Simpson was unfaithful to Edward with a car mechanic, even while he was steeling himself to quit his throne for her. That's a lie. All of it is. Edward planned an emotional abdication broadcast to the nation, which was meant to leave the way open for the return to the throne. Well, that part's true. My dad was forced to abdicate. It was forced, and he was going to return when he can get all this mess cleared up. As you can see, it's not cleared up now, and I've been telling it, his daughter. And he had an addendum to the forced abdication. If he had an heir, it would not disinherit the heir would become the monarch. I was born in 39, kidnapped in 41. That in itself tells you, my God, my own Uncle George, the Jews, the Illuminati. And look up here, it's your self-righteous hypocrite media controlled by the New World Order, the people that kidnapped me. So here, I just wanted to get this, and I'm holding this too close, and you probably can't see it. But anyway, my father did intend, that part of it is about the only thing that's true in here. He did intend to come back and take it back. And when I was born, because of the addendum, it went through channels, it was legal. He would have been my power of attorney and made decisions for me. Well, they couldn't have that, so they kidnapped me. The friends, the king's friend Winston Churchill felt the pressure of the events had brought Edward to a nervous breakdown. Can you believe this? Winston Churchill burned the files, the Windsor files. About my mom, who my dad married, my birth. How about this? A nervous breakdown. Can you believe it? Special branch detectives supposed to be guarding the king were in fact spying on him and reporting details of his romance back to their police and political masters. There were official fears about the sympathies of the king and Ms. Simpson. Historians have seen the archives released yesterday by the Public Record Office at Kew in West London were last night enthusing over the impact. Dr. Susan Williams of London University, advisor to the PRO, said it's an enormous advance in knowledge. Well, it's a total lie, total takedown. It's never, with all I've been through, and me here, and it won't unless a higher power, I guess, or the Brits somehow. Look at what's happened to the Brits and Germans. Your close friends, America, isn't that what you said? You have these close ties. Well, look at them. Look what you've caused by going into taking down Assad, you created the whole mess. You took down Saddam Hussein. Everybody's a criminal but you. You went in there and took it all down. Look at all the people you're responsible for killing while you held the British hostage. And now look at Great Britain. And they're overrun and their citizens being raped and their monuments and their way of life is totally changed. And you don't say a word about it because you intended it to happen. So I'm just going to go on with a few more because I could go on and on here. Details of Miss Simpson's betrayal been passed to the cabinet by Scotland Yard, etc., etc. Okay, it makes it sound like here that it's just the Brits that turned on him. No, that's not true. It's you all, the Americans, that did it. By the way, I had Twyla Joyce Pollard. Isn't that weird? This is the street I'm on now. She was a woman that married, I don't know, there's been so much that's done, supposedly married my husband or ex-husband, whatever. He had an addendum to our divorce. He went in and did it. And this isn't funny. I'm just telling you how idiotic it all is. And I'd written the medical malpractice book, and Larry Flint was one of them that was shot. And the person was programmed. And so, they're up. I'm not going to get into that. Let me just go to this. 1935, when Edward was Prince of Wales, the police decided to watch Wallis her discreetly after receiving disturbing reports about the life and rumors that she had a secret lover. I mean, all of this is so stupid. Stupid. And they took down my father, and they put, the first woman that was put on way back then, way back then. Not my mom's picture, the real Queen of England, Queen Mother. This they put Wallis Simpson. It was on Life magazine, or the big one. There was two big ones then, Life and one other one. Okay, now then, made her out to be this great woman. Can you believe this? She's an American spy. She contrived and helped do all of this. And then it was later, they kept putting her on magazine covers, and I can't even find a picture of my mom now. I don't know that they exist. I do know this: when I came to Roanoke, Virginia, in October the 20th of 1986, I do know this: my mom and dad were both still alive at that time. The double was buried, but he and Wallis at Frogmore, Windsor Castle. All right. Guess who just slept over there? I can't. A few months ago, took his family over there, Windsor Castle, and hobnobbed with Elizabeth, and they even brought little William out with his rocky horse. You know, I say that because of what's been done to my children, too, the real heirs to the British crown after me. And it's so hideous. But anyway, Obama and his family went over there and spent a couple of nights, I believe it was, one night I know, at Windsor, hobnobbing with the war criminals that Hillary Clinton said she was going to prosecute war criminals. Well, let's see you start, darling, by prosecuting yourself, because Elizabeth is a member of the New World Order, Illuminati, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bilderbergers, just as you are, dear.